What do you guys want to talk about? What do you want to talk about? What do you guys want to talk about? What do you want to talk about? What do we want to talk about? What do we want to talk about? What do you guys want to talk about?
La Champion! What's up, guys? What's up, guys? A little bit of bubbly. What's up? This is Wrestling Maniac. Welcome to my channel. This is a channel for wrestling fans. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment below, and join membership to help this channel grow. This channel is growing. Actually, it's growing greatly. Actually, it's I'm really happy how this channel is growing lately. It's appreciated. Over 1,000 subs. We're almost at 1,100 subs. Actually, yeah, almost 1,100 subs. But thank you for everybody who subbed to me, watch my videos. And if you haven't subbed to me, please sub. And also join membership. All right, guys. There's a lot of topics I could figure I could talk about. One controversial one involving Kevin Nash. But I really don't want to get into that because I really don't know what to say. I got to be careful of what I want to say about that controversy with Kevin Nash and Javon Evans. So I'm going to talk about something else instead. And that's the Chris Jericho situation. So Chris Jericho, we all thought Chris Jericho might be coming back to WWE back in January. But that didn't happen. Premiere of Netflix and Royal Rumble. Never happened. Now, some people are suggesting might be in that crate that was shown on WWE Raw this past Monday. I don't think so. Don't open the 2/28 of 2026, February 28th, 2026, which is Elimination Chamber. But last night, there's a bit of an update on Chris Jericho's AEW situation. That he's still on the roster page. They haven't taken it down. He's still there, but there's a contract update on his contract with AEW. His contract was presumably frozen. Let's take a look at what that means and why his contract was frozen. All right. Backstage update: Chris Jericho AEW status after WWE Raw field speculation. Yeah, because this is referring to Monday with the crate on Raw. Fan speculation regarding the statue of Chris Jericho kicked up once again wearing a mysterious box, technically big enough to conceal a human, shows up on WWE Raw on Monday. The box was marked with the message, "Do not open until 2/28." The date of Elimination Chamber in Chicago, Illinois. But according to the news report, Farms getting their hopes up for the image of Jericho may be disappointed. May be very disappointed. I'm not going to get my hopes high up for that either. When I saw the crate, I never speculated that's going to be Chris Jericho. I think it's going to be somebody else, or it could be. It may just be an item. Who knows? According to Fightful Select, Jericho is still firmly under contract with AEW. The outlet was told that the belief around the former AEW was that his deal was frozen after he took time off in 2025. Fightful reported a number of factors could have led to the extension of the deal, including injury time being added or Jericho re-signed. It was known that even if injury time was substantial, other talents such as Matt Hardy had their deal extended by a few weeks. No internal memo has reportedly gone out within AEW about Jericho leaving the company, which is said to be the standard. It was previously revealed that no AEW talent were currently scheduled for the Jericho Cruise in November. In addition to the cruise, Fightful reported that sources indicated to them that Jericho is still accepting convention dates for upcoming months, something that usually does not happen with talent signed to WWE. Sources told the outlet that Jericho has said he'll be open to a WWE return, but was worried he'll have to give up his remaining outside projects to do so. Okay. There is currently no word on when exactly Jericho's AEW deal is up. His last match for the company was Dynasty in April, where he lost the Ring of Honor World Championship in a title versus match against Bandito. All right, a lot to unpack here. Jericho is open to a WWE return, but he's worried about his outside projects. I think WWE would be open to him being a part-timer with the outside projects. It's open for him to be a part-timer. If you want to do he's on a Tour de France right now, but if you want to do another Tour de France, I think they'd be open to that. They've done it in the past with Jericho before. I think what they're concerned about is conventions in the Jericho cruise. Because if he's signed to WWE, he'll be able to do conventions in a Jericho cruise. They won't let him do a Jericho cruise if he's gonna have non-WWE talent on him. If he's gonna have a Jericho cruise, he's gonna want WWE talent on the. They're gonna want WWE talent. The only problem is they're not gonna allow WWE talent on the Jericho cruise because WWE talent has to be working, and they wouldn't like it if he was involved with WWE non-WWE talent at the time while under contract with WWE. I don't think they would like that at all. Okay, so it says his conventions too, and yeah, so obviously he's gonna show up at conventions, sign autographs. He's worried if that's the case. He's worried about his outside stuff. I understand, but I think that we could work around some of that stuff. His outside projects. I think they can. Okay, I think they can. Now with this Frozen thing, yeah, Dynasty's been a long time. So his contract's frozen. It could have been extended because and remember in wrestling, when you get injuries, when you get injuries in your element a certain amount of time a week, they tend to extend your contract, right? Without negotiating, they do put more time in your contract, right? Now Jericho doesn't sound like he's hurt or injured. Doesn't sound like an injury thing at all. It sounds like the thing with Jericho is that in AEW, the term independent contractor really sticks out more than in WWE because independent contractors in AEW, they do take outside projects from other companies, right? They're willing to work other independent shows, and they're willing to keep their names, right? AEW doesn't force the wrestlers to change their names. They get to choose their names, or they come in their names with their indies, right? From the indies. So I don't. This is definitely not an injury-related thing. Maybe Khan and Jericho have talked throughout the months that Jericho hasn't been there. It's possible. I think it's highly possible they have that Jericho let Khan in to know what's up. Okay. Don't know once the contract is up. I mean, it could be extended. Maybe they agreed on the extension of some sort. Some sorts quietly, because not everything. All right, not everything comes out with contracts in wrestling. Not everything. It's not like sports. Sometimes they do a better job of in-house, right? The contracts and stuff. Keep it in the inside. But there's a lot of things in. So it looks like Jericho. And I always said if Jericho was going to come back to WWE, I believe it would have been better after WrestleMania. So they could start fresh right after WrestleMania. But right now, I don't think he'll be back at WrestleMania or after WrestleMania. I mean, I think he'll be back after WrestleMania if he does come back to WWE, but I don't think like the Raw after WrestleMania. If you know what I mean, like the Raw, they like to build up, like the Raw after WrestleMania, they hype it up as the biggest Raw, one of the biggest Raws of the year, which they haven't really done in the last few years. But you get the idea because most of you wrestling fans and you know what I'm talking about. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment below, and tell me your thoughts, guys. Take care.
Too sweet! Sweet! Too sweet! Too sweet!